Xcelerator is an Intamin hydraulic launch coaster at Knott's Farm in Buena Park, California. The ride is located in the back section of the park, themed around a boardwalk, also near Hang Time, the park's Xcelerator Infinity coaster. The ride also opened in 2002, replacing the infamous Windjammer Surf Racers, which was not a very good Togo dueling coaster that only operated for 3 years. It recently got an all-new color scheme when the coaster was down for an extended period of time, but is now running pretty consistently. It was the very first Intamin Accelerator coaster, which is a very few and far between model nowadays, and is an extremely punchy launch to start the ride. There isn't much theming to speak of other than the trains looking like hot rods. The restraints are pretty simple with a T-bar and a seatbelt, which allow for a lot of airtime room. The ride's stats are also impressive, especially in the small footprint the ride is in, with a height of 205 feet, speed of 82 miles per hour, length of 2,200 feet, and launch from 0 to 82 in 2.3 seconds. Now that we got the stats out of the way, let's see how it rides. The ride begins right out of the station with an insanely powerful launch right up the 205-foot top hat, which also gives great sustained ejector airtime throughout the whole train. Then speeds into a large turnaround section, giving decent positive forces, and then to a sharp overbank turn through the ride's initial top hat, almost feeling like an inversion before hitting the final brake run. Overall, Xcelerator is a very fun but also very short ride experience. I do wish there was a little more to the ride after the top hat, and inversion really could have made this ride even more elite. Despite the length, however, the ride still packs a major punch with its first two elements, and it was also my favorite ride at the park, although Ghost Rider was closed during my visit. The ride was very smooth, and the T-bar allowed for so much airtime room in the back row going over that top hat. The highlight of the ride, though, is of course the launch, which is easily the best launch I've experienced so far, and only really compares to the compressed air launch on Powder Keg at Silver City in terms of power. It slots comfortably in my top 15, although I do have a few other launch coasters above it, due to those just having more to offer after the launch, such as Velocicoaster and Time Traveler. This is certainly a must-do when visiting the park and Southern California, and you should get a ride on it as soon as possible due to how temperamental these Accelerator coasters can be. I wouldn't be shocked if something similar to Top Thrill Dragster's refurbishment could happen on this ride as well. Be sure to subscribe for more content and be on the lookout for more coaster reviews and other theme park videos in the near future.